BrokeBlackMan 94 here, and the hype has become flesh. Finally, one of my favorite shows of 2017 is back with Season 2, Legion. Season 2, Episode 1, Chapter 9. Let's get to reacting. Lenny, aka the Shadow King.
My drink is empty. Oh, thanks.
What? The weirdness already began.
Something funny.
We're trapped.
You mean they're trapped? What?
You're in the maze.
We find David, and this is what he says.
Welcome to Division 3.
Wow, they're really working with Division.
I hate it when you do that.
I'm practicing. Who'd they find?
Is she in the cat? Wow, I didn't know she can go into animals too.
Is he infected?
I don't think so.
Infected?
Brain function is consistent with my previous scan.
So why doesn't he respond?
Master says if there is any risk the telepath is infected, we should terminate.
No.
His mind is strong. He can resist him. You'll see.
Yo, who are these people? Is Division? You guys have secrets upon secrets.
Carrie!
About to whip some ass, if maybe.
Hey, boys.
Was there a guy with like a basket on his head?
Yeah, who's he?
Admiral Fukuyama, he's the boss. Our boss.
Boss for
What
now.
does that mean? We work for Division 3 now. What? Since when?
Didn't we say we're gonna team up with them?
Over there. After you left, Sid and Melanie convinced the leadership that mutants themselves aren't a threat. Most of us are harmless. We just want to live our lives in peace.
Cool. Stop hunting down mutants.
You mean since yesterday?
Oh, child. I don't think it was yesterday.
What's the last thing you remember?
We thought you were dead.
When?
For about a year.
Damn.
362 days if we're being precise. I used to play these games with myself. If I can hold my breath until the kettle whistles, he's alive.
Really?
I kiss you.
Really?
Better.
Okay.
Then we got distracted by this thing. The catalyst.
What's the catalyst?
We
Oh,
thought it was a
that.
weapon. At first.
But they found those
Biological
people
agent.
near David's body.
Normal people would freeze like statues, except for that creepy thing they do with their teeth.
One day, as he was walking, he stumbled. And for a moment, it seemed that his right leg didn't belong to him. The idea grew. He decided he didn't want it anymore. And so one day, he went to the hardware store.
Oh my gosh.
Other more rational ideas must be rejected, destroyed.
My god.
I think he came to be sometime in the early 1800s in Morocco.
Came to be?
Well, he's a mutation like you, but you know how these things get blown out of proportion. We're a
True.
superstitious animal, always turning the weather into acts of God. Like probably the devil is just some guy named Lucifer who beat up kids for their Lunchables, and then a few hundred years later.
Our mind cannot be read. When we were a boy, we had the machine put into our head. For days we screamed. The pain was at the volcano puncturing the molten core. The device buried deep in our cerebral cortex like nails from a bomb in a public place. Hardware inside software. And now we are this. The machine that bleeds. The organizing principle.
So trippy. So trippy.
Okay, well,
Mr. Loudermilk has developed a device to help you recover your memories and find Farouk.
Carrie, good. That's
Let's get it popping.
good. So,
The body must also be destroyed.
body?
The body of Amal Farouk. His physical form. Many decades ago it was hidden. After his defeat on the astral plane.
By my father.
Wow. Why did they destroy the body?
So where is it?
This information is not available to us at the present time. We are looking, as is the Shadow King.
Time to find Professor Xavier.
It's a bad idea.
It is. I mean, remember what happened during, like, what, almost a year ago? Every time they do put David in tests, something goes wrong.
And I saw memories. He says he doesn't remember, but I saw memories.
A year of memories? So you think...
Maybe the Shadow King still has a hold of him.
No.
It could happen. It could be true. Don't let your relationship cloud your judgment. Who's this bald person? Oh, hello and welcome back to the dance number. Or should I say dance battle? Oh, and the dancing transferred into the real world.
You're keeping secrets.
What?
She doesn't trust him then, and she just asks him about secrets.
Where did you...
I had Carrie make it when I was in the tank.
It's beautiful.
It's an ordinary compass. Watch.
Oh, that's gonna be useful later.
Just head in the direction that it's...
For a second, I thought the episode ended. Why does she look old?
I'm in the present. So you're in the future. You're in the future.
Yeah, you can tell because she looks old as hell. Not old as hell.
Future.
Shadow King.
King. Shadow King. Farouk. Body. He's trying to find his body.
Do you know where it is? What?
Wait, this is you? The orb you sent this?
Wow, just wow. Like, how long was that episode? So much information that they give us on the first damn episode back with Legion. Like, the question has always been since the end of season 1. It's like, who sent the orb? Looks like it was freaking Sid from the future. And what message does she bring? Hey, it's not just regular freaking Sid, it's Sid from the future. And well, she wants David to do something, and that is to help the Shadow King get his body. And that's like, why on earth would she do that? But then as the season opens up, you see, Shadow King still in the form of Lenny and Oliver, they're soaking in the sun, and she's like, what today is? And it's like, why you want to know what today is, whatever, And next thing you know, she says like, oh, we're trapped, and then it zooms out, then you see some dude in freaking glasses, and then it zooms out back again to freaking Oliver and Lenny. To the point I'm just like, okay, is season 2 the villain is supposed to be the Shadow King, or is there another actual big bad? And that to the point that it has to be a scenario where the enemy of my enemy is a friend to take down this new big bad. But at the same time, like, it's the consequences here. If you actually ally yourself with the Shadow King, they said that, hey, right now he's still a formidable foe, but with his actual body, he's unstoppable, you know? And to the point that, hell, Professor Xavier, he was the one who fought him and he was able to defeat him, but to the point that he literally just separated, you know, his essence or whatever it is away from his body, and he just hid the body. Again, why didn't he destroy the body? I don't know, but who knows? Maybe it'll be later explained that destroying the body may be some type of another consequence or something. I don't know. Hopefully they'll explain that. If not, that would just be a mystery that won't be solved in Legion. Because even in the first season, there are still mysteries that were never truly solved, which I accepted. Keep it a mystery, because at one point, if you start explaining certain things, you might end up contradicting your own plot, and I don't want that to happen. So if it's a mystery, it's a mystery. But even then, like, there are times I'm wondering, like, okay, if this been like pretty much almost like a year, 362 days that Sid said, like, what is Professor X doing at this point? Like, I don't know. I'm guessing if he was the one who actually hid the body, he probably just erased his memory of, okay, where the body is, just in case if even Shadow King or his like disciples or whomever may come after him. Either that, or he might assign someone else to hide the body, and after that, he just erased himself of like, hey, I don't remember who I told, and that person who hid the body, that person don't know. Or maybe they do know or something. Like, again, the Shadow King, they see this hunting for his body. Where it is, still don't know. But, like, god damn it. Oh, it was still a good episode again. Even though there's, like, so much stuff that's weird, but I'm still, like, I don't know if I can still trust David. Like, they've explained it in season 1, even though, like, during the journey of season 1, like, is it schizophrenia that he has? Is it all the memories and all the stuff he's telling us, is that true? In reality, no. It's just manipulations that the Shadow King put in his mind. To the point that, does he even have a hold on David? To the point that, does he even have a hold on Sid? It looks like, I don't know, like, does the Shadow King has to be in that person for a very long time for that point that person's affected? Or the Shadow King just has to latch onto that person just at least one time. Doesn't even matter about the time span, because he can still be manipulating Sid for all we know. Because remember, he traveled into the body of Sid just for a few like minutes or so. And then I think he also traveled into freaking Carrie as well. So it's like, oh my gosh. But before we even got to like the future, like when we found out like what was in the orb, whatever, like you still see that deformed chicken, whatever, and like in earlier scenes we see that deformed chicken, you know, eat that regular chicken, and then, you know, the Shadow King comes over, you know, plucks it, like puts it to its face, and then next thing you know, we see like in the freaking world, whatever, that, you know, David is able to touch Sid, I believe. So could be wrong, I just saw the episode, so there's times where I could just be forgetting things and mixing stuff up, where you see it basically heading towards underneath that bed, then it flips over to the real world, David's eyes are open, and then he actually remembers what actually happened, and then he, you know, after what he saw and remember from his time in the orb, he begins to look at Sid. So the point is, like, I don't know if I can truly trust him. Like, I know, I remember giving like a whole bunch of sass towards Baton, in season 1, but there are times when he's actually right. Can you trust David? Could you trust anyone in this damn season, damn it? But like, it still puzzled me about how that division leader, Admiral something, who has that freaking thing that's covering his face, and then you see those 3 other people behind him, like, come on now, Division was hunting mutants, but it kind of looks like this guy is either a mutant or those 3 people behind him are mutants or something. I don't know. Again, I gotta rewatch this episode. It's like, Legion is a series where you can't just watch one episode and just continue to the next. You have to literally rewatch. So as I'm editing, I'm going to be watching, and I'm probably going to rewatch it again without hearing me talk through it. But oh my gosh, this is crazy. I haven't watched the trailer, or I should say promo, to next week's episode, so I'm still intrigued about that. But anywho, like or dislike the video. Tell me what you thought of the damn premiere of Legion. I'm already receiving comments from people saying like, hey bro, have you even freaking reacted to Legion season 2 yet? I'm finally finished, damn it. Gonna be editing, gonna upload it. I'm the BrokeBlackMan 94, and I am signing off.